2014, a group of evangelicals was taken to the Vatican by Tony Palmer, who is now deceased, and there they were to embrace each other so that the evangelicals and the Catholics could come together again. It was on that occasion, or just prior to that, where the Pope had sent a message to Kenneth Copeland, and Kenneth Copeland had blessed the Pope while speaking in tongues. And there were many other evangelical leaders there that also embraced the papal message that was sent to them. Pope Francis met televangelist Kenneth Copeland and James Robinson. Now, both of those are on the list. So this is rather fascinating. These people went to Rome to discuss the reunification, and this event is going to be very prominent and public in the year 2017, when the Lutheran world celebrates its 500th centennial of the Protestant Reformation. So these are the issues of the day. The Christian Post says megachurch pastor Jack Graham ready to champion Donald Trump after meeting with 900 evangelicals. Now, he's also one of those that went to the Pope. Former Southern Baptist Convention president and megachurch pastor Jack Graham says that he is ready to champion Donald Trump after attending the meeting between the presumptive Republican nominee and over 900 evangelical pastors and activists in New York City on Tuesday. These people are, on the one hand, now the advisors to the president, and to bring about this change, this making America great again. And on the other hand, they are the ones who are negotiating with the papacy for reunification.
In fact, that is exactly what Donald Trump vowed to do. Donald Trump vowed to close the gap between church and state, according to Time. And it states that the GOP presidential nominee has tripled down with one base of political support that has steadfastly remained with him: white evangelical voters, by promising to dismantle the laws that separate church and state in America. Now, it's fascinating what he said on the issue. And if you look what happened to religion, if you look at what's happening to Christianity, and you look at the number of people going to the churches, and the evangelicals know this also, it's not on this kind of climb, it's on this kind of a climb of slow and steady in the wrong direction, Trump said. A lot of it has to do with the fact that you've been silenced. You've been silenced like a child has been silenced. You have a chance to do something that will be earth-shaking, he said. I literally mean it, earth-shaking. You've got to get your people out to vote. Now, if this is what Donald Trump promised, then he is promising precisely what the Bible said would happen. An earth-shaking event that will induce God to intervene in human affairs.
It's interesting that both Donald Trump and Pence said that they cherished the Sunday because that was part of their heritage and that is what they remember of their childhood. Now, the Lord's Day Alliance in the Boston Globe said the following: the Lord's Day Alliance, founded by 6 major Protestant denominations in 1888, I find these dates so fascinating, spent a century fighting to force industrialists to give workers time to attend religious services and later to protect the blue laws. Those are the ones that bring in Sunday legislation. But little by little, drinking, sporting, shopping became permissible on Sundays. In the last 20 or so years, the group has shifted to advocating to an internal recognition of the Sabbath. The point is, where can a stressed out society find regeneration and renewal? Said Reverend Rodney Peterson, executive director of the group, who drew dozens of people to an interfaith conference on Sabbath observance last week at the Old South Church in Copley Square. So this was reported in the Boston Globe on November the 2nd, 2016. This is an evangelical agenda to bring Sunday back into the mainstream again. And here we have candidates, I believe, that are in a position and have the power base to do it. Because for the first time, Republicans control both houses. This is one of the most powerful presidents that the United States has ever had. And if ever there was an opportunity to bring about the prophetic scenario, it is now. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it is possible for it to happen. Revelation 13 verse 15 says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Is this the time in which this prophecy will be fulfilled? Only time will tell.